NTU has the distinction of being the first and only TCU to achieve this same goal for 2 baccalaureate engineering programs, electrical engineering, EE, and industrial engineering, IE. The graduate degree curriculum will provide a solid preparation for engineering practice through a balance of theory, research, and application, including training in cutting-edge industry tools, scholarly skills, research, and internship opportunities.
One of my concepts is, I want to be able to train up, Navajo electrical engineering faculty, and so that's my strategy. I have three students that are signed up for a master's thesis this summer. I expect at least one to graduate in December, and then the other two to graduate next May. And then at that point, I would have qualified faculty that are qualified to teach the entire undergraduate program. President Guy has given me the go-ahead to start the PhD program next year, and so and then once you graduate PhDs, then you're totally sovereign, and you don't have to rely on other universities to get your faculty.
Right now we have the Bachelor's of Science, Electrical Engineering, the Master's of Science, Electrical Engineering. Dr. Romine is currently in the process of completing the PhD of Electrical Engineering. So Conrad, who's the Assistant Electrical Engineering Instructor, is also taking the MSEE courses. So he should be set to graduate in December or next spring. But once he graduates, Romine plans to make him the MSEE head to oversee the MSEE program. That way Romine can transition into the PhD and correlate that process.
Conrad expresses the significance of NTU by emphasizing that it allows students to stay connected to their home and community, offering affordable education that keeps families together.
My name's Conrad Begay. I'm originally from Arizona, a place called Inscription House, which is, most people would know, towards Navajo Mountain. Navajo people, right, we have the Dene philosophy of learning, right? How could we use the Dene philosophy of learning in building or creating a engineering process, right, into innovation, right, or into design, is what I mostly went through the graduate program right now. I had 2 classes in Indigenous learning, research methods, and one of the topics was how can you build a design method based from your culture.
The NTU Electrical Engineering program centers Indigenous knowledges in the teaching and research while building relationships with Indigenous communities, being accountable to those relationships and communities, and contributing in tangible ways to the continued thriving of Indigenous peoples.
Science has always just been in the books for school, but when you put it with activities and put it in the work field here, that opens the student to have an open mind. STEM's important here on the reservation because a lot of our doings, a lot of our livestock, a lot of our even our ceremonies has to do with astrology. Even in an environment of why the ground is so dry to the trees, we as Native Americans can understand the elders' wisdom, also the wisdom of the scientists. And the more we understand, the more we can survive in this area. And that STEM the area subject of STEM will be stronger when they decide to go to college.
I'm happy I'm here at NTU because of the faculty, especially my professors, my bosses. They're really helpful and they're really knowledgeable, so that I know they'll help me in any way I need towards my major, internships, projects, their input, their knowledge, and their skills. Like being a part of like meetings with like people that are like kind of a higher rank than me, like especially graduate students. But I was thankful to be a part of like many projects, just to hear other people talk, like their thoughts, their inputs, the way they think.
I knew about Navajo Tech for quite some time because my father actually attended here when it was Crownpoint Institute of Technology, but he never, all of us never really knew what NTU had to offer. And so over like last summer, I was still taking classes at Utah State, and I was like interested in NTU, and I saw that the engineering department, electrical engineering department, was actually an ABET accredited program. And so I was like, okay, maybe this is like a good outlet for me. It's been amazing, to be honest. NTU has given me a lot of opportunities that I never had at Utah State University. I found a lot new friends, more mentors and peers, and it's been a great experience so far.
Well, I'm just grateful that I'm in a place where I can have an impact on people that don't have the real opportunities that other mainstream communities have. And the 30 plus years that I've had teaching at tribal colleges, I consider a great honor to be a part of that process. And I hope the government realizes the quality of what we do here for people that are disadvantaged.